Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Space Engineers. I'm the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. A little late for my own stream. I forgot my coffee out in the other room. We are back in Space Engineers. It was requested during this morning's stream of Valheim, so I thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead and come on in here. We were talking about a capital ship. That's a lot. I believe what I was, the emergency I had, wait, before we even start that, let's double check something, because we were in here, and I believe I think Houston, we do have a problem that we need to address. Ice. Yeah, we have none. Okay, so we need to go get ice. That's the first thing we need to do. Let's go back in here. Hide the empty. Let's do that. Let's check the ticks inventory. Is she empty? Yep. Alright, good deal. Let's go jump on the tick. We need to go get some ice. We've got to have it. It's, well, you know. Gold Dragon, hello. No, you know what? I'm not. I was just thinking about that. Last episode I was missing tools, and I've seen a comment on that one. Something about ghosts took my tools or something. I think I'm going to have to come down this way a little bit. I think this ice vein is just about used up. I'm going to go ahead and turn my lights on too. Which I've not fixed yet. Oh, okay. So what we were talking about in terms of me losing tools is something that Keen Software House says is supposed to be in the game, because it keeps you from, well, you really should put yourself in someplace safe, right, if you're going to be leaving. I suppose that makes sense. Dealing with death, okay. Alright, I'll go with that. XR for Life 2, hello. We must concentrate. Last episode we found ourselves stuck in space. In a broke down ship. Not good. Why is that? Why do I have material in my... Okay, now it looks like it's all moved. No, Drill 6 has got a bunch of stuff in it. There's something wrong with Drill 6, it looks like. It's not disposing of its stuff. No. It's not going to go. So, yeah, there's something still broken in here. Am I losing material by not having that drill in operation? Whatever it's drilling, we're not picking it up, correct? I feel like I'm wasting ice here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I might be wasting material here. I think it'd be better off to come back. I've got a little bit now, so for the base it should be fine. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go home. And we've got to check our connections. Something is still not fixed right. And I don't have any materials out here to fix the ship with. So let's just go back to base and take a look and see. Okay, and base is going to be somewhere around here. Is it this one right over here? It's the ice asteroid. Home sweet home is 2253 away. Make sure we're not going to hit nothing. Okay. Okay, we're going to do that for the Weevil. We'll put the Weevil down there, and we've got the tick up here. Now, what is wrong with you? Which one of you is number 6? That conveyor's all fine. I wish it told me what this drill was. It just says drill. Why doesn't it... It'd be nice if it said this is drill 6, you know? When I look at it, up in the corner there, it's 100%. Oh. Do I have piping up here too? Aha! There it is. There's the culprit right there. There's the culprit. Okay. Let's get that fixed. That's our broken link right there. Woo! That should fix it, right? That should fix it. Let's go back to G, and we will kick all of you guys out of here since we're done with you. And we'll grab that there light armor panel. I don't think, maybe that damage, God, you know, prior to having this here, I had the catwalk over the top of this. I just need to make sure I check this on a regular basis and make sure nothing's broken. Now, how do now let's see if I cannot remember. I need to just put number 1 on. I need to remember how to copy this orange paint. And you are docked. Okay. That gets us all the space we need up here now. All the ships are docked over there. That'll work just fine. This guy I'm going to get rid of. Perfect. I won't do anything with that right there for the sole fact that we've got stuff in there. Alright, so we've kind of done, we managed to get a gangplank put in to kind of get us out here. And then I was trying to get that connector to stay, I guess, stable. I'm a little worried about that, building off a connector. I am. We got the pipe in there too now. That's the base connector. That would be our connector. So our wall, the side of our ship was going to start kind of, well, let's see. Hold on. Let's go P. Let's just get the regular old gray. Okay, if that's the pipe, this is the bottom floor. Then I've got a floor up above the pipe, which could be kind of a hallway. And then on both sides, I need enough of a cavern in here to hold all of our machines. Let's see how long we're going to go. Well, how wide are we going to go? This is misleading me because I've got all these extra blocks here that are kind of distracting me. That's the connector. Let's make the connector at least... Would it be safe to have it just one away from the ship? I think we might be. That puts us in really close. We could go 2. Let's go 2. And then we'll start the side of the ship. What's going to be the future side here. Let's go out this way. What's going to feel good to me for size here? The thrusters and the parts are so big that you have to build pretty large, I would think, right? Just to house all the stuff properly and make it look right. Unless you want it exposed, but I don't think it's advised to have your, you know, your reactor exposed to space. Neburine? With a block out, it's Control P. Let's go. Let's go try it. That's, you know what, that sounds very right to me. With the block out, Control P. Didn't do it. Try Shift. Okay. Shift P. Ah ha ha! Shift P. Thank you. Thank you very much. Come on now. I want you to color that block right there. There you go. Perfect. Alright, awesome. Shift P. Pointing at the color. Awesome. Oh, thank you. That is a load off my mind. There we go. We've got that all worked out. Awesome. That's the benefits of having you guys right here at the moment. Let's go back to where we were though. Oh, geez. I went and picked that thing, didn't I? Let's go do that over here. We'll go Shift P over here. Let's go Shift P over here. Shift P. There we go. Let's do that. All right. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to walk this and see just how big this feels to me. Let's see. No. You need to... There we go. Okay, let's say let's try to picture this. Oh, I love that view from here. It is just incredible. I just love that. Look at that. We got the... Oh my gosh, that is cool, huh? Okay, so for the cockpit area, we're going to use the control seat, right? That we've got up on the deck. We already decided that. So let's go... Let's give this 1-2 blocks to have, well, probably three for decorative purposes. And just design and shape out front with glass and stuff. And then you've got control panel, you got maybe a seat, and then you've got a space to get up and behind it. You got another space for a little bit of room, and then maybe a door here. Maybe we put a door right here. Right? 3 for fun. 1, 2, 3. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I put that one too far back, I think. There we go. Something like that right there. Now, we're going to change this, of course. So this is just me trying to map out size, and then we'll build onto it. So I do that. This is not even really the center of the ship either. And then how wide am I going to go with it? I think we kind of figured out we'd do it this wide here, right? 1, 2, 3. We have 4 blocks there. That would be 5. Am I better off going odd or even? Because I notice some blocks are odd, some are even. I think this cockpit is a 1-block cockpit. Does it take up 2? It only takes up 1 space. And I really like that. It's really cool looking. But if I want to have like another seat next to it, maybe the same kind of seat next to it, then I'm going to need to go even. Well, we'll come back to that. So, okay, so that's the cockpit area right up there. We got all that space for cockpit and stuff. Then we're looking at... What would I put in here? Maybe O2 H2 generator. You know, have maybe a vent system that's working this area right here. So this is all kind of oxygenated. Would this give me enough room also to do, say, maybe a living compartment for us, where there's, you know, the cryo chamber, the med station stuff? I feel like this is enough area for that right there. Let's go ahead and put a little something right there. I feel like that is from there to here. So we set it up to, yeah, maybe we have the cryo chamber in there. We have the O2 H2. We have the med station. What else would I need in there? Obviously, some decorative stuff. We could go to have the bathroom, the shower, the bed, all that stuff, and have our own sort of chambers there in the middle. And then we're going to need a cargo area. So this is where I'm thinking the cargo area is going to be. So, okay, so we walk from the cockpit back to here, and we enter a door. Let's say the door, again, this is all going to change. This is just for, this is a dramatization. So you come in, and now we're in like a cargo area here. Where, remember I talked about making something called like the Skeeto, and it'd be like just a one-banger drill, a real small ship, something that if we need to go out and get ice or something like that, we just zip out, get it, and drop it on the ship. We may have to make multiple trips, but it'd be just a fun little, I don't know, exploratory drill ship maybe a little bit, just to have it on board. And I wouldn't want that to be too big. And we'll use ion thrusters on that as well, just the small ones, and just make it tiny. So how big of a cargo bay would I want? And I think I want the causeway heading to the... Boy, there's all kinds of different ideas running through my head. Why? I wouldn't mind, you know, like a Klingon ship where when you walk out of the cargo area or the main area, you kind of go through almost a neck to get into the pod out here. I picture salamanders too. Those big water dog salamanders. They've got a cool head to them. Almost like a catfish's head. Okay, so well, let's just figure how big is we're still looking at length here. The length. I'm gonna go ahead and put you there and you there. Oh. Calm Dune. Yeah, assembler and refinery as well. I guess, you know, I could put all that together because I was thinking the assembler refinery maybe go in where the small drill ship that we have that's, you know, docked on the ship. We could use actually two ships, right? We could use a ship that could take us down onto planets, and we could use a ship that we could use in space to harvest asteroids and things. Because we're not going to take this down to a planet. That gets us a little bit bigger than I was expecting. But if we did something like the size of the Weevil, which you can barely see over there, that wouldn't be too bad. Something the size of the Weevil to fly down on planets and just go see what it's all about. Be able to take minimal cargo, but you could at least go and see it. The cargo area and what is going to be the reactors and then, you know, the thrusters and stuff like that are all going to be kind of in this back area here. I'm just trying to see what size is this looking like here. Energy low. You know what else would be a nice thing to maybe take into consideration too is to have it kind of instead of going completely huge, have it kind of match the size of the asteroid base and stuff too, so they kind of look like they go together.
Energy low.
You don't say. Energy low. And what we'll do is, I think, you see those turrets there. What we could do is we could actually run a pipe off that turret right there, bring it out here, dock like that. I know it could possibly get... We could jack those turrets up too so they're above the ship and scouring the sky, you know, up a bit. And then have our walkway kind of go right in between those two guns and drop us off on the platform there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Does that make sense? We run, we change this out to, well, this is perfect. This is a pipe conveyor. It's a four-way. We run it right off of here. We put our connector on here. We dock with it. And then our catwalk is actually up at this height right here to walk off the ship. And then we're back on here. And then we could do a little, some kind of little structure right here. And I think these guys, we could actually jack these guys up a little bit and maybe give them some kind of, I don't know, a better framework that looks like it's holding them up a little bit better. I don't like the fact that these guys don't sit. They're used to the square ones, right? So they're used to the square tubes. So they're not quite rounded. It'd be nice if they were a rounded pair that could just fit nice and smooth on there. But yeah, so we do that. We have up, we go up, we come out, we walk into our capital ship, which would be the cargo area out here. And then the ship goes all the way back to here. Okay, that didn't... that doesn't look right at all. At all. I'm the first one to admit that. That is some crappy placement. What do you do? Get in the cryopod. There we go. Should I think about... Should I go to the bathroom first? I'm just kidding. Of course not. Go in my suit. Okay, so that didn't work out too well. I need to bring it out one more, it looks like, here. You know what? These thrusters are going to be a huge... They're going to decide a lot of things. Let's put it that way. Oh, I had you. And then I had to bring that out one more, didn't I? So are we even? We're even now on that one there. And we've got that middle piece right there. What I was thinking is, we've got the glass blocks. Warfare 1 and 2 blocks. So we got these really, this is, oh, Passage 3 cross. Oh, wow, I forgot about those. Oh, we're going to use those in this ship for sure. Oh, yeah, those are nice. Okay, so I got to remember those warfare blocks are there. And what do we got here? A weapon rack. Fire cover. Not so worried about the fire cover. I've been using these glass pieces. I realized that. Embrasure. The embrasure provides cover while allowing you to keep up the pressure on your enemies. Huh? The brazier. Maybe you stand inside of it and shoot out that slat? I don't know what that is. Passage number 3. Passage wall. I see. So you can actually use these, like if you have a 3-way, a 3-wide, 5-wide, whatever it is, you can use on both sides and then do something different on the top. They don't really have a top block for that, do they? But you can make it, looks like, go 3 across. Passage 3 across. Let's grab that real quick. I'm just kind of curious as to what this thing looks like. Oh man, that's cool looking. That's cool looking from the inside, huh? Oh, I like that. That's very cool looking. Now, does it meet up with the doors pretty good? Now I'm curious about the doors. Let's see. Sliding door, because we're going to need a sliding door, right? I'm going to go ahead and replace that guy right down there with it. And... well, you need 2 of these, right? You need this guy, and then you need a second one. Not if this part of the ship is also airtight. And through, boom, we're in the cockpit area. Maybe we round this out a little bit, do something interesting with the shape up front. We do have these nice big... these kind of lend me to take on that shape, you know, that oval shape a little bit. Which we've got going on with the Tick. It's kind of that steampunk look I've had since we started the series, so I'm kind of thinking that. A little bit. It's gonna have to have some of that going on. But those passageways are really nice. Okay, I've not seen those before, so that's a nice little passageway right there. Boom, we come in. Now we're in what would be the living quarter area. What I've done wrong already is I've got to get this cargo area ironed out first. And how big it's going to be, and then we build from there. All this has to be kind of replaced, really. But this is just an experiment to get kind of an idea as to what we're going for in terms of a shape. Yeah, it works. Perfect. But this, I think, is going to go back one more space. Probably one more space is where we'll put that. Or we'll take this and move it out a little bit too and round it out. I don't know. I don't know yet. It all has to be moved because we've got to figure out just how big of a cockpit we need. Or how big of a hangar we need. Now, I guess if this is long, which it is, it's not very wide, but it does have some length to it, right? I mean, we could actually get a couple ships tucked in here. The other thing I could do is get the cargo container on this floor and have that other stuff down here working. Although it makes more sense to have the cargo down here. Maybe the reactor, the jump drive, all that stuff kind of in this corridor underneath here. Of course, if somebody were to shoot it, they'd blow it right out of the water, but we'd explode. But again, that could be kind of exciting. I guess I don't have to decide that just yet. Let's go ahead and continue with just the shape. Let's keep going with the shape. I'm just trying to think of the things that are going to jump at me later on, and maybe catch me a little bit off guard. And I'll say, oh, crap, I can't do that. You know? There's going to be a lot of that trial and error. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So on and so forth. Once I start getting a shape put together, though, it comes a little bit better. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have 2 of these 6s in the back here. Just have to. We do that. I would even be open to putting, I don't know, do I really need 2 more? 1 on each side of that? Or maybe what we do is we add a small one. Ooh, that could look cool. See, I'm all about the looks and not how efficient it is. I could care less how efficient it is. Which will get me killed in space, right? Exactly. That's what we're counting on. Something like that right there. And we put another one right there. That could be kind of fun. Or take him and put him in here. Oh no. No. Yeah. Oh, he's going to finally get to the right button. It's a miracle. And we do that and that and that. We could do that too, which could look kind of cool, you know, across the back side of it. Zap. Do something like that right there. And then this can come down a little bit too. I think this whole engine compartment could come down a little bit and meet up a little bit better with what we've got going on down here for this sort of a belly of the ship there. Oh, I'm liking that idea. Okay, I'm liking that idea back there. And then our side thrusters will be in amongst this wall right here, over here and on the other side, which makes me think about that hole to be able to fly in and out of the door. If we had like a double sliding door that was too wide, that would be kind of cool. There we go. That looks... I think it looks okay. Yeah, of course it's fine. It's fine. Look away. And then maybe this, what this does, instead of... Maybe what we do here is we start to slope downwards into the back section of the ship. This sits up a little bit higher over here. Do something like this to kind of block off that whole area, and then we don't... Maybe we have one access to get back in there for any reason that we may have to, because the floor will still continue on. Well, no, it won't. It could slope up and then just be as deep as those engines are right there. Basically, it's going to be 1 block higher than what this is going to be right here, I think. So now I asked, is this enough space to maybe do the cargo doors down here and we slide the ships in to this area? We don't have a door that angles, though, do we? We don't have really a door that does this. I guess you could do the hinges and stuff, huh? And you could just swing your door out, is what you could do. On either side with hinges. I just don't feel like this... Maybe I can... Oh, I don't know. I was going to say maybe I could dock one down below and one up above. I think I'd be better off docking them above and then having my resource guys down here. Let's go control... Did I put them all on 1? I did. Number 7. You'll stand up down here, but number 8 is too big. I think the refinery is just... Yeah, he's too large to stand up. He's going to have to lay down on his side. No, turn T off. If I do that... Nope. I could do this right here. I could have the different modules on there. The modules hanging out into the hull area would actually look pretty cool. They'd take up a space, but they would look pretty cool hanging off of there. You run a pipe, I don't care, it says refinery straight up and down there, which I like, and then I could run a pipe down to the assembler, unless the assembler has an attachment at that height to slide up against that, does it? It would work that way. But in this case, it's on both down at the bottom. So I could put this here and say put the refinery behind it laying down on its side with the modules showing to the outer edge to where we could see them, which again would look really cool. And then run a pipe from the refinery down into the assembler, which would give us a little bit of our steampunk on the inside with the pipe. Angela Prio, don't worry. Don't worry. We've just been kind of kicking around ideas. I'm just kind of monkeying around with the plans for the capital ship that we're going to build. I'll edit this together after I'm done recording and post it up on YouTube. No worries there. Or, of course, the whole thing is available on Twitch, too, to watch. The neck is off, of course. We're going to move that over, like I said.
Energy low.
Oh, lady, I tell you. If it wasn't for her, I would probably suffocate out here. I do want the neck and the head to be smaller. I've kind of got this bug thing going on with me, too, this round, it seems like. We got the tick, the weevil. We'll make the mantis. Oop, watch your head. I know this needs to be moved over. Kind of, if you can, move it over in your head. So you can see the body we have here. It's rather lengthy. But we would have room in here for, I would say, a couple of small ships with ion thrusters. Small ion thrusters, nothing too big. Except for maybe the one that's going to take us down the planet, because I never know how much thrust I'm going to need to get up off the planet or down onto the planet. What do I need to be safe? In this case, I think more is better. But I can't use ion thrusters to go down to a planet. That ship's going to have hydrogen thrusters and atmospheric thrusters on it. So that could be a relatively sizable ship, maybe. Unless I keep it small. But then we have plenty of thrust in the back, plenty of thrust in the front, and then we add some nice side ones throughout here. Maybe even a couple alongside the head that stick out a little bit that are over here. And then we've got our little bit of a neck, living quarter area here. Well, we got a little bit of a neck here, a living quarter here, area here. And we come off the stairs, we go down again. That's going to be off. That'll be moved around so it sits, you know, as it should with the ship. We come back this way, and we're in what is a cargo area, maybe, and slash a couple of small ships docked in here. And we've got our rear thrusters here, so we're going to have a way down into this lower area as well. Which I would imagine the easiest solution to do that is to put in, well, a ladder would be actually pretty cool, wouldn't it? Having a ladder that goes down there instead of staircase. Do the ladder. Walk up to it, grab hold of it, you've got to climb down, exit, and then you're downstairs. Ladders would be great to do. I think a staircase coming into this is nice. I like this idea here with the stairs, but I do kind of dig the idea of having an access hatch with a ladder here. Maybe a couple of ladders on that side, a couple on this side, with rooms beneath it. I don't know. Kicking ideas around here. I don't know that I need more than one room for me. Maybe a second room just in case. But these are the things running through my head. My microphone keeps drifting away from where it's supposed to be. Let's get a kind of a side angle again with it. And you know, if we keep it within this, I mean, it could get a little bit longer, it could get a little bit wider, all that's still a possibility. With feedback from everybody, it's going to be really helpful to decide, okay, where am I going to go with this? But this is kind of a general idea in my head as to how I'm seeing the size of the ship and the width of the ship, and maybe even the depth of it. Although, you know, this is going to go up a little higher too here, so it's going to be sizable, but not obnoxious. Not obnoxiously big. Big enough for one or two people to go exploring the universe, the galaxy, and have a couple extra ships with them. Is that enough room, though, for ships to land inside there? It really depends on how big they are. I mean, we could keep them small. Can you craft... The ion thrusters, they're small. Those are for a small ship, right? So we'll craft 2 small ships that will dock here on the big ship. Because the connectors are all the same size. That's what's been throwing me off a little bit, too. I don't have to build big boy block ships. I could build the small block ships. And the con is up front with a couple of big thrusters that push us backwards when we need to stop. Get your side thrust up and down, can be, you know, tucked into the body of the ship. It's fun to think about, I can tell you that much. I'm probably not going to sleep much. I start thinking about this stuff and it takes over. And then we do a nice docking area right there where those guns are. We pop those guns up a little bit. We do it right there. Boom, we walk off. And bam, we're there. Come up here, run through the living quarters, maybe some dining quarters over the top, and pow, we pop into the con, and we are sitting on what could be our capital ship. Just have hydrogen on the drop pod. All right, we could do that. But this is the idea. This is what I'm thinking. So give me your feedback. Am I big enough? Have I not gone big enough? Do you think a couple of small ships could pull in here through a side hangar door and then dock in here, and we'd still have plenty of space to have, well, at least not plenty of space, I shouldn't say that, but there's enough space to have, like, you know, maybe a workstation right up in here and something over in here, and, you know, we got the hangar doors running along this side and hangar doors on this side so we could fly in from any direction. And then you have the docking stations over here. Hello. I got used to having gravity. We'll have to get one of those guys on here too, a gravity generator. But that's the idea. Again, give me your feedback. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A little, I guess picture this if you will, right? It's kind of a picture this if you will. We'll start working on our capital ships some more. We'll get some ideas going and see where we go from here. But it should be a good time. I'm looking forward to building her. And if we can make her look a little buggy and a little steampunky, that's even better. Thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time.